it's the only life we need. We trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, be my sword and my mercenary band. I live the life of the mercenary. I court death near every day. I do not fear it. Oh, come and take me, but let me ride once more this day. I trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword and my mercenary band. We trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword and my mercenary band. I've made a home of the winding road, traded my living for wanderers' woes. Feet on the earth, head in the clouds, I walk the world alone. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. Back home there are farmers and blacksmiths galore, but out in the world I can be so much more. I've met mages and fae, I've met soldiers at war, and set eyes upon distant shores. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. Some say that I'm foolish, some say that I'm bold, to brave the dark forests, wild beasts and the cold. But I choose to roam in ruins of old and sing of their stories untold. Long have I traveled across these lands. Long is the journey that never ends. My journey shall never end. of the mercenary. I live by blade and shield alone. I do not settle, love nor marry, lest I leave a widow alone. I trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, and when I'm given one, I don't rest until it's done. Oh, me, my sword, and my mercenary band. We live the life of the mercenary. Restitution is our creed. We seek the thrill, gold and glory. It's the only life we need. We trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands. If any need a battle to be won, when we're given one, we don't rest until it's done. Oh, be my sword and my mercenary band. I live the life of the mercenary. I court death near every day. I do not feel it. Oh, come and take me, but let me ride once more this day. I trek across the land, seeking the jobs for helping hands.
Alright, welcome back to the Stormcaller's Fury, episode 13. It's the big 1-3. Last we left off, you guys visited the ancient remains of what used to be Hasilra. You found it covered in different verdant greenery and ruled over, you think, well, you know, by the dead. And as you went to investigate a cemetery where you thought that Solmaya's bloom might be, which is the flower you need to cure your friends, you were cast upon by the ancient remnants of Kalanthar's kin, a load of dreamwalkers arisen in undead form to interact with you and attempt to maybe claim you for their own. You're not too sure. And we move on as we finish off that massive combat session with each of the spirits that had been conjured guiding you into this stairway that has revealed itself in the trunk of the tree stump that had these massive stones surrounding them. And that's where we open into, with all of you tumbling down into this series of caverns as you watch the remnant of that door close over again. You're in essentially a large room, earthen walls, bits of roots sticking out. The spirits are gone, and there's not much around you save for a corridor leading on from the room that you're in. Take it away.
So glad we didn't take full damage.
Who went in first?
I will leave that up to you guys.
Okay.
I think
I don't think it would have been
a bit
Seth.
cautious. Like, I'm hurting. I fell down. I
think Kozar and Keenan would probably scout ahead.
Yeah, I think Nim would have been like probably very quick behind them because she's
Seth would
really
have been right up
wanting to,
Kozar's ass. She would have been right now if he went in. So I think it would probably be those two, and then me and Nim right behind them, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd also pop off a cure wounds on myself just to top myself up.
Steph was gonna say, "Oh, does anybody need heals?" It's tough. I've got nothing. So,
So
good luck.
Why didn't it use my slot? There we go. Right.
Seth is gonna pop just out of caution, she's gonna pop another Eyes of the Grave as they start walking.
Okay.
Keenan will be checking for traps as we
Yeah, I was
walk.
gonna say, I'll give you a hand on that as I'm walking behind. I'll probably be in like the middle of the pack.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but if there was traps in the middle, we've already stepped on them.
Yeah.
You never know. One of us might step over one and someone else steps on it. You never know.
Okay.
I want to be involved, okay?
Sorry.
Carry on. Sorry.
It was just too funny. Oh.
It feels like this corridor goes on forever. And about halfway through, not all at the same time, but very slowly and surely, you each feel this pulse as you're walking forwards. Almost as if you're less affected by this very tense air, and it's almost like the gravity feels a little different. You're not floating, you're still walking, but everything feels lighter. You're each passing through this almost ethereal barrier. The
Never mind.
tunnel opens up, and you find yourselves once more moving through the roots of what appears to be a large tree into the scenery beyond. Where you expected a vast field or trees or maybe the rest of the ruins of Hasilra, instead you see a vast openness. Stars blossom like petals against a very dusky void. You can see a river that seems to move up and around and above you, looping through the sky. Some trees are upside down. You've got long pink grass. And the only person who seems to recognize what this is Kalenta, who has been here maybe once or twice. As all of you hear a voice that's very familiar to him, and you've heard it once before. His tattoos are lighting as Erendor welcomes you to the Feywild.
Oh no.
Oh god.
This is fine.
Oh, good.
Oh,
You can
good.
see an almost mirrored arrangement of vast monoliths and stones. These ones are a little bit more upright and a little bit more constructed as you see the other half of the city that you had been looking at. It spreads out beneath you in a very established pattern that the Outlanders can recognize.
Oh. Helen, that's us.
And you can see
What is this place?
as portions of your surroundings move and twist, you notice that even parts of the ground just fall off to an endless void. You've got maybe 2 miles in each direction you can see of greenery and grass and weird flowers that seem to sprout in different colors. And you watch as one giant lily is just waiting patiently. And the more you look at it, the more you notice that there's sharp lined teeth along the inside of the petals. Palanthar, you know a little bit about the Feywild. You have been warned against going here for many reasons. It is the
Dangerous.
epitome of mischief in every form. Nothing is ever what it seems. Time moves differently here. And you should never give your name to an Archfey. That is what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just avoiding a similar situation in our other campaign.
Just pull out my Order of Dromir Boy Scout book, reading off like the do's and don'ts.
You have not been told everything about the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
These are much more warnings, and you've only visited here maybe once or twice to get you used to the surrounding and scout out certain things. It's not often that anyone really treads in this world. Parts of the Feywild are vast and endless, and other parts are small pockets. It's not all... It makes no sense. So not everything is connected, not everything is together. Much like the essence of Fae themselves. But yeah, you're standing, looking across all of this.
Where I've been here before, is that just in the terms of the Feywild in general, or is it an actual place I recognise?
It's just the Feywild in general.
Just the Feywild. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Well, be careful where you step, guys, and as you probably know, don't give out your name.
How would I know that? I don't know where we are.
We
Where are we?
We are under a tree, and now we're in this weird place. What?
I'm gonna do. Oh, I thought they were indoor voices to everyone. My bad. So I'm gonna do the imitating Keenan thing again and do like the bow with the hands out and just go, "Welcome to the Feywild."
You assume I know what the Feywild is. No, I've heard of it. You've mentioned it. Sorry, I was just trying to do your weird voice.
The flowers might look pretty, but they'll probably bite you. Just a heads up.
Well, I
Talking
mean,
of
that
the
happens anyway. Like,
flowers,
there are real flowers that do that. Like, I know that this isn't a real place.
are there any flowers that glow?
A lot of these flowers glow. None that you recognize.
none that look like the flower.
None that
we're
look
after.
like Solmai's mistress.
Do you think this is why they didn't come here? The people at the temple? Think this is why
I
they
mean-
didn't want to come here?
And maybe they said it was because the dead warp and are alive. But I guess this is probably part of it.
Oh, maybe they just don't know. Maybe they're just wimps. I don't think
I
I've
don't
ever
know.
seen a cleric, radiant, ooh, fancy pants, be afraid of the undead. I think that, the feeling of it's supposed to be our whole shtick, but I mean, anyway.
That's true. It probably is because of this. But it would have been nice of them to warn us,
Maybe they just didn't know. I don't know.
Maybe
I
they
don't
didn't
why I'm
know.
making
Maybe they've never
excuses.
got past the dead things.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We are like heroes, adventuring
Boy.
party heroes.
That's you've been here before, Callan? You know where we're going?
Well, not here exactly. Sort of like how we've all been to Ixaloran and so on. We might.
Oh, you have no clue. You're just as lost as we are. You just
I know. I know that the. I'm trying to think of another way to phrase it, but the Hitchhiker's Guide is the way I want to say it. I know the do's and don'ts of travel. That's about it. I'll be honest. I haven't read it up.
You said not to give our name. Do we give?
Mhm.
Do we make up names now for each other so we know,
Yeah,
right?
like,
So that
yeah.
if I call
That's
you
a
by,
good idea.
so I don't call you by your name in front of anyone.
I'm gonna have
It's
to make a
more.
note.
But also, I want to
yeah.
make a note just in case.
Callan, it's more names given in consent, so you can't overhear a name and use
Yeah.
it. It's more it has to be given.
So if
to be
you're
given
asked,
power.
basically.
Yeah.
Does it count for interruptions as well, or is it only in contract terms? I can't remember with the phase stuff.
You wouldn't know.
Okay. Just checking. Right, yeah. So we're probably okay just talking out loud. But
Okay.
if we get in a
So we
conversation with
don't need
someone,
code
then
names?
we should probably codename. If we actually run into anything that
Okay.
actually talks. Most of the stuff around here probably doesn't for now, but you
I
never
don't know. You said plants bite. Maybe plants can talk. She's gonna like lean down to a plant and go, "Hello."
Can
Im-
Keenan do a
impact-
ventriloquist and like throw his voice to say hello back from the plant?
Yeah, roll me a performance.
I was
Oh my
waiting for like a
God.
thaumaturgy or something. Or someone doing that.
Oh, that would be good.
That's a 19.
Oh, absolutely. The grass speaks back to you. But
What
it
the
sounds
fuck?
vaguely like Keenan. So
She like slowly turns over her shoulder to look at him. This plant sounds an awful lot like you.
Well, I am
They can
famous.
mimic people.
No. Yeah, Cam's just gonna pull out his books. He's never actually like heard of a plant talking before. He's
Oh
gonna
my
just write down ventriloquist or mimicry, maybe.
Okay, but what I'm catching on to is that we shouldn't be paying attention to these plants, right? And we should be going somewhere. Do we have a goal? Why are we here? Plants.
We need to
We
find the
need
Storm's
plants. We
mistress.
can't ignore the plants. We need a
Two of
Well,
your
I mean,
friends
we
are
can ignore
dying.
these
These two.
plants.
That's why we're here.
Yes. So no, I didn't. I mean, I. Ignore me.
How do we go about finding a glowing plant in a place where lots of the plants are glowing?
Well,
Maybe
surely
we
there's
look for
people
the
living
specific
here.
color. What?
But didn't we find out that the Solman's mistress likes to grow around corpses and stuff? Or was that the other one? I can't
That was
remember.
the other one.
No, you're right. It does like to grow
Oh.
around corpses.
So
Oh,
let's look for.
dead people. Great.
Actually,
Yay.
I'll tell you what. I'll have a. Can I do a survival check, see if I can see any like tracks of anything that's like predatory that's been through where we are,
Mhm.
Predatory, yeah, absolutely.
You
like
can
a
have
bigger
some
print or
guidance.
something.
Sure.
Seth will do the little pat on the bum with her tail for guidance.
That's a
It's
nat
us. Mm.
20. Nat 20.
Or, there
Goodness
are a
Christ.
couple of prints that you would assume are some form of animal. But there's also a very visible pathway down from this tree to the rest of what remains of that city.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
I have one more question for you, Callum,
Mm-hmm.
as our guide. This is going to make me sound really stupid.
Sure.
But just remember, I'm a tourist. Okay?
Mhm.
I'm not going to, like, fall off of anything and get, like, lost. Right? I'm not going to, like, misstep and then I'm lost to the Feywild.
I'd
It'll
be very
probably help
careful.
if you don't
But
jump off cliffs.
Well, no, I'm
Yeah.
not Callan. I don't jump off of cliffs.
all right.
I mean,
Do
sorry.
you want my help or not?
Sorry, sorry, you caught us right.
He'll just turn around. He'll just turn around and like full on pout for a second, and then look back.
Sorry.
Do we think maybe there's like a cemetery here that maybe?
I mean, we came from a cemetery. Does the Feywild mimic the? By that I mean, does it look the same, but not the same? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Is it like the same but in a different?
I
don't
wouldn't
word
say
well.
it's. I wouldn't say it's a flip. If I'm thinking.
Okay. Yes.
correctly.
Yes. You're understanding the way that
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
thinking. Fuck's sake.
I'd say in terms of wandering off and getting lost, if it starts getting misty, just hold on to someone just in case.
Maybe we just hold hands.
Yep.
Hands, guys.
Maybe that's
Reach
good.
out our hands.
Hey,
Hold hands.
everyone is welcome to hold on to me if you get scared.
And if you don't want to hold my hand, you can hold my tail.
Just so someone asks the question, should we go back and search where the dead things are for the flower? if there are no dead things here.
Didn't it seal
We
up behind
did.
us?
It did.
Yeah.
We did.
Which I don't know about anyone else, but is slightly concerning.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah,
how do
I'm
we
petrified.
get out of here?
How did we get in here?
We always bounce back,
I'm
right?
like-
We jumped through a portal and ended up in the middle of the ocean. We'll be fine.
Can Seth like backtrack their steps? She's just gonna like start walking back the way they came, just to see if she goes back to where they were.
Yeah, you can go back to that room, but it's just an earthen cave.
Yeah.
She's gonna come back and be like, I don't know enough about the Feywild to know if it's a different place. I'm sorry.
Can I, like, as I cautiously, because I know I've seen that it's that like carnivorous thing in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Could I try and climb a tree and have a look around to see if I can get a lay of the land?
Oh lord.
Yes, you may.
Just
Make
go on,
me an athletics or acrobatics check.
He's gonna get eaten by a plant.
Go for acrobatics. That's a better one. That's a 24.
Never mind, he's amazing. Batman.
Yeah, you watch as Calanthar nimbly just runs up this very long trunk of a tree and catches a branch and then flips himself up.
Oh.
And continues up, and he disappears into the greenery.
I taught him that, you know.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
What specifically are you looking?
I just want to see if there was any landmarks, if there's like any structures nearby or anything like that we can work our way towards.
There's a city.
Fair. We couldn't see that from the ground.
Yep. It looks. I'd say because you're an outlander, it looks like the other half of Hesura. So where it caught sort of.
Squidged.
Yeah, so they look like at one point they should have been connected. So you guys were in the cemetery in the sort of the lower part of this bowl, and this looks to continue up and be essentially the other half of what that city might have been.
Yeah, I'll chat down to the others and just let them know. Looks like the other half of Hesura, maybe. A lot of structure ahead. We should probably take it slow, just to be on the safe side. Who knows what we're going to walk into. And then I'll just nimbly climb back down and just join the others.
All right, sounds good.
I don't like this. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it seems our only choice is towards the city, so...
Yeah, well, we can't go back.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this because I don't have spells. I don't like this.
I really don't like this. Really, really, really don't like this.
Gang.
We could take a nap in the room that we came in before meeting anyone.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea.
There you go.
Because
But we have a
unfamiliar
choice.
place.
Well, for all we know, the rest of the room could collapse. Like, we fell into a cave, right?
Yep.
We walked into a cave, I guess. Well, always falling. When Callan leads the way. Well, I guess you didn't lead the way.
I didn't lead the way. Not this time.
I just instinctively blame you whenever I fall. She like Persephone falls over something and she's like, "Oh, Callan."
I'm literally I'm just for like the banter. I'm gonna prepare rope trick on my next level and just trip you up randomly. You know.
Oh my god, they're gonna turn into siblings. They just bully each other. They're gonna start tripping you up with their tail. Fantastic. Perfect. I'm on board.
If we were to take a rest, we'd have to enter the city and find a safe space. We can't camp out in the open in the
What I'm afraid of
I would
is if we
say
find
you
people
are
in the
confident
city.
enough right now that you'd be able to take a short rest. A long rest of 8 hours would be very dangerous, you'd think,
Yes.
probably here.
That's fine. At least that way we get some hit points back.
Why did I use my spell slot?
And I can double the amount of hit points I restore, but thanks to my I can't say that word of the wild weave.
Periat?
Of my yeah, that. I'm just gonna say my holy symbol.
I could also help with some of that healing if we take a short rest.
I don't know. I think it's just a good idea to not go. Callan said he was really hurt, and
I'm good now.
I feel like he's gonna fall over a rock and.
I topped myself up, okay? I'm all good.
Well, how's everyone else's health
Check
looking?
Fancy Boy over there.
Mine is
Oh, look at me!
okay.
Look at me! I still have spell slots. You.
I don't have spell slots anymore. That was my last one.
Look at me! I had one left.
I still have a lot of spell. I couldn't really cast anything up there, so I have a spell if we need to.
I think you
Get
guys
out
should
of
save.
it.
Yeah, I think you should save those.
Yeah.
I have kind of some tricks still up my sleeve.
I'm just saying that if we can, if Callan thinks it's safe to take a short rest, then we should just have a.
Yeah, we don't know
Great.
when we'll
Yeah,
get
let's-
to rest again.
Well,
Let's do that. If I take a nap, I can hit harder and more, mostly.
I like that idea, Pipkin.
And then
You hitting things harder.
we'll work our way towards the city after the rest.
Yes. Only
Yeah.
a short one, just so that we can. It won't give me literally anything back, but it will
Yes, I know.
help me out with my health.
Peace of mind. Peace of mind.
Yeah, knowing that you guys aren't going to die and I'm not going to be able to help you because I have no spells. See? What I'm scared of.
All right.
Okay.
That's good.
We're going back to the other rooms to have a rest.
Well, we can just have it out here, can't we? If it's only a short
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, and we can all just keep an eye out. But
'Cause I
while
don't
we
technically
do-
need one,
while
I
we
can
do that,
sit watch.
and fuck shit. Sorry, no, she doesn't. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Can Seth take like a minute to try and meditate and talk to the Weaver?
Yes, yeah,
While
you
they're doing
may.
all
What
that.
are you doing to sort of try and contact her?
She'll sort of walk off the side, so she's not surrounded by everyone. And she'll sit on the floor like she always does. Similar to the way that she did when Keenan drew her for the first time. But this time she's got her hand tracing the pattern of the spider on her arm. And she's just gonna close her eyes, and she's just trying to reach out because she wants to know what she's meant to do with this stone now that she has it. She doesn't feel safe with it. She's just looking for some kind of guidance.
Roll me a d12.
This one the D12. No. It is this one. That is a 9.
You can feel something is trying to provide you some comfort, but it's like you're standing behind a pane of glass.
Oh no. Oh, Seth is gonna sort of cut that connection when she realizes that she can't actually reach her. And she'll shuffle back over to where everyone else is, like looking unbelievably like perplexed. She's like got her brows fully knitted in a frown. And she's just like muttering to herself.
You all right?
Uh-huh. You... She's gonna look at Nim. You follow a god, right?
Yes, I do.
Can you reach them?
I have not tried.
I can't reach the Weaver.
Okay. like Nim immediately like kind of like sits down and starts like her normal like meditation routine and is trying to like yeah, I think she also like is trying to reach out, like almost praying the way that she would to like a temple or connect with the guardian, just to almost be like, hi, I'm just checking, I can talk to you still.
You're just checking in.
Yeah.
Hi, it's me.
Yours is equally as, if not worse, that you can't hear her.
Okay. Yeah, Nim, like, as soon as she realizes, she like opens her eyes, stands up, and is like, yep, can't reach the guardian either.
This is great. This bodes well.
I try.
Because we can't reach our gods, can we still use this is me being stupid, but only because I've not felt this before. Can we still use our magic? Not
That's a very good question.
But I can try and ritual cast something. I can try and ritual cast detect magic.
Yes, yes. Do that.
Okay. Seth will start ritually casting detect magic.
Okay. 10 minutes go by, and eventually you release that magic. Immediately get a hit of Fae straight in your face, but you are able to cast.
What the fuck? What do you mean right in my face?
Why are you asking me that question? Of course you get it.
She's just gonna be like, okay, well, no, okay, I can still use it. It's fine. I can.
Okay.
Seeing the others reach out, Callum's just gonna do like the same thing and just see if he can reach out to the
Lady Reverie.
See if he gets anything. Then he'll do the same to Erendor as he greeted him on the way in, just to see if anything does kick in for either of them.
Being that you're not a you are faithful, but you're not a
I'm not a practicer.
You don't practice it. You get a soft hint, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like a little warm hug feeling.
Mm-hmm.
She has not left your side.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell us that, or?
I just don't think how he would phrase it, because like he's not like one to like worship normally. Well, it looks like the Lady of Reverie still knows I'm here.
Is she?
But
is
I
she
don't have any.
connected to this realm? I don't know anything about her. I apologize. Because there's got to be a reason that she can reach you, and our gods are like blocked out, right?
There must be. At least I hope there is.
And Seth is gonna look at Zephyr. I know that she's not here, but she's a cleric too and supports a different god. So she's gonna ask if she can reach hers.
Who's Zephyr?
Yeah.
I obviously don't like to roleplay as people's characters. But you do watch as she sits down, does the same, and you watch as leaves begin to whip around her.
Oh.
Like lifted into the air. Upon her natural aura that she has before they fall to the floor again. Yeah. Yeah, he's here.
Seth is gonna look at Nim. What is wrong with us?
What? Why just us? Very. Like Nim is looking a little panicked. She has also not experienced this before. She's like, what? What do you mean?
Like, is it just complete absence, or
it's like she's blocked?
Yeah, like there's like a
like
wall.
There's a wall. Yeah. It's like when you're standing on the other side of like a like a window, and you can hear them banging on the glass, but you can't hear them. You can't reach them.
Yes, that's exactly it.
So
Only mine, like, she's a little muffled as well. Like the banging, like, it's like I think the Guardian feels like really blocked.
That's not. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
at least you know they're still there, right? They haven't
Yeah,
like
I
just
mean, they
gone
exist,
completely.
but
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to reach us. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the best cleric in the world anyway, but not being able to reach out for guidance or support terrifies me. Knowing that
I mean-
she can't reach me, being the one that, she brought me back. Thanks to you, obviously. But I mean, if something were to happen now, she wouldn't be able to. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, we'll just make sure that doesn't happen. Keenan will just try and do a minor illusion, sparks in his hand or something, just check his magic's working.
Yep. Yeah, it works.
So that's fine. I can make sure you don't go down.
One of you faithful, roll an insight check with advantage.
I got +6 insight.
I got +0, so
I'll do
it.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
I rolled because I rolled a 4, but then I rolled a nat 20 straight afterwards. Oh my god. Thank God.
You're not a learned scholar. You learn everything you know about faith and prayer through talking to other clerics and experiencing it yourself and visiting some of their temples. You would have to go on your best guess, which you assume would be very good, given that you got a natural 20. Your best guess would be that what you've been told is each god has a certain limit. They have their own domain. They have sometimes their own places of worship or actual places that they reside in. So the Reverie being one. The Dream Realm. There is an inherent natural aspect of the Feywild that would mean that Zephyrix would naturally be able to access it. The Dream Realm, you've been told by Callan, resides in a different dimension, much like the Feywild. So you're left to thinking that maybe because you're so far from the material plane, that the gods that the two of you worship might not be able to reach quite as far as some of the others.
Okay. Seth is gonna just she'll probably miss a few points, but she'll lazily sort of explain that to them. And just we're just not in their domain. They just can't.
Just a bit too far away.
Just a bit out of their reach.
They can't really save us or intervene, but they're still.
That's why we have a team, right?
This is true.
Talking of, anyone that used hit points to heal during our short rest can take an extra 2 because of Keenan's Song of Rest.
Thank you.
I don't remember how to do it. 1d8 plus 3.
All right.
My
So,
D8.
do we rest now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys take
All right.
30 minutes. It's not long. So you're just sitting around, maybe during part of this conversation.
My brain. I can't do math. Yeah, back up at full HP. Let's go. Perfect. Why didn't I do this?
Right, I'm full health.
Did it work? Woohoo! Full health now. My brain is short-circuiting.
Oh, I just thought we're in the Feywild. I'm going to get advantage on a lot of checks now.
Fuck!
Weird, that, isn't it?
Well, aren't you lucky? Wait, we're in the Fey. I can ask people about the thingy-majig. I forget what it's called. Heart
The
of the
staff.
Wood. Yeah.
Heart of the
Oh,
Wood.
the wood. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I don't know why. But God, I've got too much shit hiding with it in this book. I can't find it. I thought it would help me. It has not. It is a lie. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Heartwood Staff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna double highlight it. It's gonna be purple and yellow so I don't fucking forget. It's already purple. It's gonna be yellow too. Hey yo, this is important.
Hey, yo, if you see this mentioned, pick it up.
I'm adding it to my to-do list. I write to-do lists in my notebook too. To-do list. Ask about hardwood stuff.
Be a boss. Rule the world. Heartwood stuff.
It's not that kind of.
From what we can see of the city, does it look like it's inhabited?
No, it looks very much like the last one you saw. It's covered in vines and moss, and
Oh no.
to your best guess, doesn't look very inhabited.
Like
above-
nature's reclaimed it more than
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
I have skibbity boop. Oh my god. Christ. I have an above table question.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, brain. Roke was the one that took it into the
Yes.
stuff. And then did they say why the Weaver cursed him for that? Because
No.
I don't have that written down. Okay. Well, I'm about to go make her real mad, probably.
If he had survived, you probably could have asked him about it.
Yep. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This is totally fine. I'm fine.
Got changelings.
Yeah,
just saying.
you changelings.
Yeah, so I guess we'll finish up our rest, and then I guess we start making our way over there. Cautiously.
Yeah.
That's what everyone else wants to do.
Yeah, you guys keep moving, and soon parts of the city begin to surround you as you're moving along.
Oh my god, it's alive. I'm sorry. I hate myself. It's fine.
A lot of the bridges that you walk along are woven from vines and different parts of trees, and you can see the rivers that run underneath all have this very blue silvery light to them. The longer you're here, the more that ancient air begins to fill all around, and there's this soft vibration of just pure magic all around. You guys stop for a moment in what you assume might have been a courtyard, and you see a floating rock with a large tower still upon it as it sails by midair. Can
What?
you all make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I got a +6. Let's go.
Wisdom saving throws.
Don't roll low.
Oh god.
Dirty 20. Oh god.
I rolled a 9.
I-
With advantage. Rip.
Bro.
Oh no.
With
I also got-
advantage.
Same. I also rolled a 9.
This is crazy. I rolled a
also
dirty
rolled a
20.
9. I rolled a 7 + 2.
Wow.
How was there so many 9s? What?
Yeah.
For the ones
And
that
2 dirty
fail,
20s.
And 2 dirty 20s?
for the ones that fail, as you're walking along, seemingly follow a very obvious path, you hear this sort of whisper. And as you turn to look down another road, you
Not
see-
the 99.
running down different versions of what appear to be warriors clad in beautiful, elegant steel with motifs of clouds and a dream catcher in the middle. One waves a vast greatsword, the other 2 sets of scimitars. And for a moment, as you ready yourself to fight, they just breeze past through you, as if mist in the air. You turn and see another sword coming down upon you that moves through once again, and slowly come to the realization, the ones that failed, that you're standing in a vision of battle. As figures move with rhythm of clashing swords, firing arrows at each other. The warriors of the Drowmere, and what you would assume to be druids of Virulai, as this is reenacted around you. They can't tangibly touch you, and just appear to be some sort of illusion or visage.
We got it, yeah? We got ash scratch, we got loads of ash scratch.
Okay, I only like things like that when it's me doing the illusions. I don't like them being done on me.
Can we see where it's coming from? The ones that saved? Can we see where the...
No, this is like you've walked into this courtyard and now some of you are seeing this reenacted.
So, because we've saved against it, we're not seeing this?
No, you're just standing in a moss-filled courtyard.
Okay. Seth is gonna look at the others and be like, the fuck are you talking about? Keenan, what are you talking about? You'd like it when you
what?
do things? What are you talking
Illusionary soldiers,
about? There's nothing here.
druids, and illusionary.
Yeah.
Like they're not actually here, but there's like visions all around,
But
like
it's just
fighting
in-
each other.
Who? Raise your hand if you can see this.
And as you're saying that, Callum's actually just gonna be chasing after the warriors to see if he can like talk to them.
Oh, for
'Cause,
God's
like,
sake.
he's failed. So he's
Steph
like
is-
seeing
Steph is
his
just-
people, and he's just like, friend.
Steph is immediately mum friend, and she's gone after him, and she's like grabbing his shoulders. She like wraps her tail
He
around his
hasn't,
ankles and
run
choking him
that
up.
far because they're all around you.
Literally like 2 feet.
Yeah.
Just like walking after them like a lost child.
She's
sort of thing.
Steph is gonna do what she always does when he gets hit by a wisdom. She's gonna slap him. Oh, we're just gonna say they're not real, dumbass. It's an illusion.
I get that they're probably not
You were
real, but
chasing
like
them.
if you saw your people, would you not want to follow them around and look at them and see if you recognized anyone for a second?
You were chasing people that aren't there. I can't see
In a
these
better
people.
light.
I mean, some of them could be her people, Cullen.
True. But she
What
got
do you
to
mean?
them, right?
There's druids fighting
Fighting who?
his people.
No one.
Oh.
No.
Oh my god, are we enemies? She's like holding her heart over, like her hand over her heart. Oh my god. Are we
There was a battle that took place.
enemies to
It's over.
friends?
I don't know exactly how it went down. I'll be honest. I only know fragments.
Like you can. Is it still going? This vision or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
It's kind of distracting
Is anybody actually like? Is any other than them fighting? Is anything actually happening? Like, is there people dying? Is there? Is there anything?
Oh,
actually
it's
happening?
a full-on reenactment of a battle. Let me show you. And he's going to do his best to minor illusion, like a little diorama of what's happening with like little
The
people
palm of his
running around.
And Nim like comes over and is like, "Wow, that's really cool."
Can
I mean, terrible.
who did fail the wisdom check?
Me.
I think it was
Roll.
everyone except for me and Nim.
Yeah.
Okay. I need each of you to roll a d12 for me.
Oh God.
Okay.
Ooh.
1.
8.
Okay. A 1, you become a little bit more paranoid. You think something could go wrong at any moment, but as a result, you can no longer be surprised in combat.
Okay.
Nice.
A 2, you have become very classic impatient.
Checked out.
After an ally rolls a skill check, but before the result is determined, so if I ask for a skill check and you roll it, you can choose to roll to make the skill check instead.
Oh.
And they have to take your roll.
On all investigation checks.
You also roll initiative with advantage.
Ooh.
Damn.
And who have I missed out? 8.
8, yeah.
Indifferent. You couldn't care less what people say or do. You are considered to be suffering the deafened condition for the purposes of spells that require spells to be heard to have an effect.
Oh no.
Also,
Okay.
On the
enemies,
bard is rough.
enemies have disadvantage on charisma checks against you.
That's good for a bard.
Oh yeah.
And
that is
saving
good.
throws.
What was the first bit of the 2-1? Was it your paranoid?
After
that
an
was
ally
one.
rolls a skill check, but before the result is determined, you can choose to roll to make the skill check instead, taking the result.
Oh yeah, no, I got that bit. It was the first bit, like the feeling.
Yeah,
thing.
that was it. That was.
Oh, you're impatient.
Emerald. That was
Impatient.
Impatient.
I thought that was. Oh yeah.
So Emerald, you're paranoid.
Mhm.
Callan is impatient, and Keenan, strangely, is indifferent. How weird.
Okay.
And
Since when do I have? My life's a lie.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. What's wrong with?
I mean,
Ava?
that's fair enough. Kozar is very skeptical.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's just normal.
He just is anyway. Well, okay.
Yeah. I saw the way he was eyeing up Keenan when he was like me.
Just for above table, he has advantage on perception checks to discern illusions, and he has
nice.
advantage on insight checks.
Oh, nice.
nice.
If anyone wants to find this table, I found it on Reddit, so go looking.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Nope, so steal for later.
It's good. It's good. But yeah, as this is finishing, those visions slowly fade back into this low fog that trickles along the ground.
What was it that you warned us about? Fog to stay together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's probably a good shout.
Says the
Can-
man
can
who
we- can we-
immediately ran.
I saw
After
something I
invisible,
recognised.
not
Okay,
real
but
people.
can we start to get moving? I don't really want to stand still too long.
After you.
And you
You're
literally
our
just
tour
start
guide.
walking. You literally just start walking, never look around, just see if you can see anything. Just
I-
not stand still.
I think you're right, Seth. We should have put a leash on him.
I never said that. I'm not into leashes. She's like looking at Callan, and then she looks at Kozai. She's like, I'm not into. Why am I telling you? I'm not putting a leash on you.
I've got like 30 feet
Callan.
away at this point, and I'm literally looking back, just like, come on!
We're coming, Jesus! Hold your horses.
The
Oh,
You
city
know he's going to
seems
run off a
to-
cliff, right?
The city
That would
seems
be
to
so important for you.
lead upwards.
Yeah.
And the more you move through, the greater trees begin to grow from different parts within the city. And the higher up you're getting of this, it's not a mountain, it's more like a hill. They begin to grow taller and taller. And the ground is underfoot is soft with very gentle moss. You notice as you're stepping, it alights almost phosphorescently with your movement, trailing little footsteps all along the path. Until finally you reach what you assume is the apex of this city. A grand circle, at the center of which stands a vast, beautiful white tree. A lot of its branches are no longer green. Instead, they contain nothing. And parts of it are veined with soft black strands. You can see along the final branch that is still covered in greenery is a beautiful flower, petals unfurling slowly, blue, almost of a forgotten time. Around the tree, covered in more moss and crawling weeds, lie the fallen. Dreamwalkers, virili, citizens, warriors. Their bodies unrotted, lovingly entangled in root and blossom, perfectly preserved.
Guys, that blue flower, it must be it. That's why the black veins and stuff haven't gone up there. It must be that. And she like starts trying to climb the tree. Like Nim was immediately like, I'm gonna do it.
Get down.
Are you touching the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
She wouldn't stop and think about
wisdom
it.
save, please.
This is he told us not to touch the plants.
That's 12.
You, as you go to begin climbing, clasp your hand around the first branch, and immediately your body freezes, completely paralyzed, and you can only move your eyes. But you are the first to see a figure emerges from around the base of the tree. He's barefoot, tall, crowned with antlers woven from living thorn and beautiful wood. His skin, once smooth and proud, is cracked like a riverbed in drought. And from those fractures bleed slow rivulets of molten gold. You can see he is adorned with a sword on one hip and carries a long staff of twisted root, crowned in a violet flame.
What?
His eyes are impossibly gold, and as they meet yours, there's no anger, no malice. And you can see visible, tired bags underneath. Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
He is an Eladrin.
Oh god.
Gotcha.
An
Keenan
astral
doesn't care.
elf. Yes.
At the moment.
Would Seth recognize him as an Eladrin, being her people? were also
Yeah, no,
elves?
yeah, I would say I only chose Keenan for obvious reasons, but yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
say that you've heard of them. I think
Yeah,
maybe you've
exactly.
maybe met one or two.
Okay.
Eladrin elves, no one knows where or why they became into being. They were only known to be older than Silthari elves. It said that they come from a place beyond the material plane and took that form as a representation of beauty.
Can the second Seth sees Nim sort of freeze, she's gonna be like right up next to her, like trying to shield her almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would Callum recognize them as Maladrin?
No, they just look like an elf to you. An obviously weird looking elf, but you know he's elven.
Could I just introduce that we're not a threat in Sylvan, just see if he responds?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
We mean no harm. We're just trying to find some help for our friends here. They don't have long. We're after a
20
certain
days.
plant.
I think 19 now.
We see
No,
his
18 days.
eyes move across all of you. They seem to rest on Pipkin a little bit longer before they move back across. Do you often climb trees that do not belong to you?
She can't answer you. She's paralyzed.
You see he lifts a hand, places it on the tree. If you could, let go of our guests, and you are released.
That was terrible. No, I'm really sorry. I think that's the plant that's gonna save my life, so I wanted to get it. I didn't really think about that. I'm sorry. And then like drops down and just is like, she's a bit panicked, and she's also like a little bit just disheartened. She thought she was there, she got the thing, but she definitely does not.
Seth is gonna like hook Nim's arm over her shoulder. She's gonna be like, nope, don't fall down. You might accidentally bump the tree again. Let's keep you up. So she's just sort of holding her up.
Who are you, if I may ask?
I am Syrian, Warden of the Verdant Vale, last Oathbearer of the Green Breath.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means, but you sound very important. Like my friends said, we're trying to cure an affliction, and we believe that we might be at the right place for that. We were wondering if maybe we could perhaps, the flower, if it's not too much of a bother, of course.
See, he leans slightly and touches the tree. He almost looks very hurt. This tree is all that's left of my people. I watched the Virili sing their promises into their roots. And he moves his eyes on Callan, almost with a spark of recognition as he looks you over again.
Are you a druid?
I was a knight, a protector of those people. Until the Draumir severed their dreams like sickled wheat. He woke upon the last hope of broken gods.
If you don't mind me asking, what prompted this war?
The Draumir spoke of corruption. They said much like the Dream Realm, the Fae could infect the material plane. And the collaboration of the Virili was seen to be aberration. In their perched positions, they decided that such portals would only be theirs to control. The Viralai wanted to sing their songs to all. And it did not end in anything but tears.
Sorry?
Well, I'm really incredibly sorry that happened. But you see, if we don't get that flower, then 2 of us, including me, will die. We're really desperate for a cure.
They were inflicted by a rotting disease by some people that are deliberately rotting the lands of our home.
Is there any way we
This-
could convince you?
This bloom is all that remains. If you would lay claim to it, then bear your roots before mine.
What does that mean?
Speak with tongue and soul. I will ask you a question. You will reveal your truth to all. And should you all pass, the bloom will be yours.
Ask away. Ask us anything.
Yeah. Yeah, ask away.
Who would like to go first?
And
I'll go
Steph will step
first.
forward. And then she'll be like, okay, never mind, let her go. That's fine by me.
So who was it?
Again.
Okay. What is your deepest regret?
My deepest regret. Oh gosh. Do you have a different question? I regret. I don't know if I can say this. I regret endangering my town.
You see there's a soft golden light through part of the tree that softly pulses. He seems content with your answer. If only you knew quite how deep that regret might go, dear halfling. Who's next?
Oh,
Alright, let's get this over with. Zeph is gonna step forward.
What wound have you abandoned to fester within yourself?
I don't even know what that means. Oh. I don't. She's gonna like look around at her friends. And then back at them. I think there's more than one answer to that question. I don't know how to give you one wound. I have many.
Is that your answer?
She's gonna look down and then look back up and say, surprising to most, probably Roke's death.
Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go. Whatever. Well,
Which dream
So,
did you forsake when it grew heavy with thorns?
say again.
Which dream did you forsake when it grew heavy with thorns?
My dream of having a family, a few kids running around, quiet life.
Cute. Who's next?
Nim kind of looks between Callan and herself and just kind of goes, I guess me?
What did your blade sever that should have been nurtured?
My relationships from my past, my family. I've left it all. Cut it all off.
Who is next?
I think it's just me. Yeah. I'll stand in front. Guess it's me.
If you were in the position of your forefathers, what would you have done differently?
I would have tried to avoid all this bloodshed. There shouldn't have been all of these dead on both sides. I know it's in my nature and the nature of all of us with conflict, but this seems senseless. I can see why they've not told the ones of my time about this. It's a stain on our history.
You remind me of someone I once met. He was as confident as you seem to be. Sadly, he was not as wise.
If you don't mind me asking, who was that?
You see, he bends his head almost as if trying to remember. One corrupted, I do not remember his name or his words.
Oh no.
And Kellen's just gonna sink. His tattoos will light up, and like you'll see like the presence of Arundel there, and he'll go because he's just assuming that he can see them in this moment. Did they have a spirit similar to mine, of one of an otter?
That's who I was thinking of too.
Lutharan's brother was always so tongued with silver. Yes. But you do not lie, and neither do your friends. Let the dreams you carry prove their worth. Should I be parted with this bloom, unfortunately you will have to sever it from me.
Wait, what?
Can everybody roll initiative, please?
What? No, I
Oh my
didn't get
God,
to
what?
ask my question.
Also, Brackle is Lutharan's brother?
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. I was thinking that too, Gally.
I'm just writing all of the notes down. I'm just like in shock, just like.
You should see it.
Is he
Lutharan's
technically my
brother.
stepdad?
I've got it in caps
Daddy.
corrupt. Yeah.
It's quite incestuous.
God.
You said that as I took a drink, and now my juice is everywhere. It went up my nose. Why would you say that?
Oh no.
You need me to fire up Tailspire again? Try and see if it works?
Yes, we are going to go to a quick 5-minute break while we sort out the things, but if I can have everyone's initiative rolls before we do that, that would be great.
9 Pipkin.
9.
Oh.
Right,
Oh,
mine's low
I
too,
got
Bubba.
advantage. I got advantage, haven't I?
And
And it's even worse.
A natural 20 for Keenan.
Oh my god.
Oh. What
He
is
is
the total?
clearly in his element.
What's the
What's
total?
the total?
Total 24.
Damn! You're a plot.
Persephone?
11.
Nim?
19.
Me? Oh shit, forgot about me.
Hey! Ben, we have the same initiative.
Also 19.
Oh.
I have a higher dex, so that's fine. Who is
Well, we
going
don't
to
even
take
need
control of our beautiful air elf? Who I drew the other
Hello.
day, and is very beautiful.
I'll let somebody else do it. I'm too scared.
I would say yes, but I've never run it. So
I
I can if
think-
no one else wants to do it. I don't mind.
I can do it.
Or
it's fine.
Nim.
I was gonna say like if no one else wants to, but if you're alright to do it, Emerald, then
I'll open
I
up
lose
her,
track of what I can do on my own character, let alone someone else.
I can do nothing, so.
Oh my god, yeah, we've not got any. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I just checked. Zephyr's got spells, but
Oh,
I
that's
have
the
nothing.
wrong campaign.
and
yeah,
I
no,
think this
I'll
guy's
offer-
going to be too wise for me to use any of my spells.
Okay, and then we're gonna go a quick break, go get some drinks, show us the beautiful art. I mean, I could do that. I would do that when I get back. Actually, no, you can check it by joining the Discord, and it will be in there. Yes, go to a quick break, go get your snacks and things, and get ready for another combat session. Goodbye.
Find me a place among my brethren, the pines, the bees, the frost. I cannot stay where nature's embrace is lost. Find me where canoe nose makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Down by riverside resting, no one but me. Leave behind your troubles and your worries. Set your soul on fire and dance among the trees. Oh, find me where canoe nose makes his revelry. Ooh, where the horned one sleeps. Deep in woodlands running, no one but me. Wake up, breathed in ivy, bathed in the light of the moon. Through the canopy I see the light of the stars shining through. Down by shoreside singing, no one but me. Find me where canoe nose makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Oh. Strike, turn, hammer and burn, the bellows teach and the fires burn. Iron, oil, temper and toil, the forge ain't hot if your blood don't boil. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade to slay that evil heel, a sword that gleams like diamonds that can make the darkness kneel. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. sunshine. The world ain't ready for work so fine. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade for to purge the blight which creeps upon this world. We love to take from us the light. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shower eyes, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shower eyes, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Killers, thieves, thick of skin, till your ruthless trial begins. Let the judge's word sink in, a lifetime on the Isle of Sin. Hey, 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 welcome to the Isle of Sin. Jagged rock, sea-slit caves, no way out but the 10-foot waves. You'll cry out to be saved, no reprieve for the criminal slave. Hey, 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 welcome to the Isle of Sin. Cursed stone, blessed ore, swing your pick till you hit the floor. Break your filthy back some more until you strike the mithril score. Hey, 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 welcome to the Isle of Sin. With your life, pay your dues, work or die, it's yours to choose. You've got nothing left to lose, the shacks await should you refuse. Hey, 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 welcome to the Isle of Sin. An empty look behind your eyes, no soul of a man left there to find. No hope within these iron sights, you're worth these minds till the day you die. Welcome to the Isle of Sin. Welcome to the Isle of Sin.
Doesn't matter.
Kinda.
We're going in anyway.
Once I'm not getting chokeslammed at the beginning of combat.
Yes, it'll be me. And I have nothing.
Just hit myself in the face.
Nice.
Okay.
Karma.
So, top of the round with Keenan. You're up first.
Okay. Hail Mary. Nathan's Mischief.
Ooh, okay.
Believe in you.
With the it's 20-foot square, and I want it to be like him in the corner, with it coming towards us and to away from Nim and Persephone. The effect, what we're hoping for, folks, is a 2 on the D4,
Okay.
Not what I wanted.
and it's a 4, which is the second favourite, it's
Okay.
difficult terrain that he's in.
Okay.
Okay.
So 20 feet
Until-
from him.
Yeah, so it's 20 feet square, and I'm going to put him in the corner. So 20 feet towards us and 20 feet away from Nim and Persephone.
Away. Okay, so
Yeah, perfect.
all of this, essentially.
I'm watching, intrigued. Like, oh, what is happening? What's he doing? Oh! 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 There's no floor!
Even better, he falls through the.
Falls through the map. Goodbye!
Yeah, falls through the map. Gone.
5, 10,
Problem solved.
5, 10, 15, 20. I mean, yeah, good enough. It's actually not this line, but there you go.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Good enough.
Okay, anything else?
Just gonna step back 5 feet, and
Okay.
that's it.
I'm so fucked.
Next up is someone who's not on the map because I completely forgot he exists.
As always.
As
My
always.
poor boy!
Those are-
My boy!
My boy.
He was off picking flowers for
Shut up!
Persephone.
He's just so stealthy. He just never shows up in vision.
That's actually
I don't think
more
there is
likely.
a
Yeah.
walk rogue.
Oh, it.
Oh, he's not an orc. He's a barbarian. Trying to find like a good sexy
I need to make like a model for him.
Yeah.
Let's save you some effort.
We'll just use a human rogue. Or
Okay.
yeah, apparently they just hate orcs.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did choose an orc and then make him a rogue. So it's very like
Look, it's just unlikely, alright?
exactly, and I did that intentionally because I just can't imagine this like beefy 6'8" green man trying to be stealthy.
Oh, we didn't actually do Kozar's question.
No,
we didn't.
I wanted to point it out, and then I was like, oh, maybe he didn't do it for a reason.
Kozar was stealthing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's a good way of retconning it.
I want to know
Yeah.
what his question
Yes,
was.
he was.
Though.
I rolled a 20. So I will be behind this tree.
He's the sneakiest boy that's ever lived.
Sneakiest boy in the universe.
So proud.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Meanwhile, Seth is
Hi-ya!
like, why didn't he ask Kozar a question? Wait a second. Where the fuck is Kozar?
I am
Kozar
going to
just
try
appears like, this is
and
my response.
hit him with my scimitar, and I missed. Love that.
Nice try, bud.
It is Zephyrel's turn, so Emerald, back to you.
Yes. All right. I will. Let me see. Sorry. It is called. Shit. Where did I see it? Fuck. Where did I see it? All right. Twilight Sanctuary.
Nice.
Don't know how to mark it off.
I've done
But
it, don't worry.
Thank you. Present my holy symbol.
Mhm.
And it is a 30-foot radius. Let me see if that catches everyone or if I need to move there. I think I would need to move here. Get everyone. And as a bonus action, I will summon the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Do I need to
Nice.
choose which type of weapon it is? Let me see.
No, I think it just has a.
It's a mace. I can. Well, yeah, the weapon can take whatever form you choose, but they
I
suggest
think
mace.
she's
Let's
always
do a
had it
mace.
as like a yeah.
I
Oh,
can do a
pardon me,
mace.
so
I've got
sorry.
mace. Kapoom. Looks like a penis.
Kapoom.
And now
Why
we.
did you say that? I didn't think that until you said it.
That is
Name it.
Sephiroth's turn, and then we go on to the mace's turn, right?
Right, yes. Yeah, it goes immediately into that.
All right, he bonks.
One penis bonk coming
I
up.
don't think he does. I rolled a 5. I don't know what the plus
Nope,
is, but I'm
that's a
pretty
miss.
sure. Yeah, okay. That is the bonk's turn.
Bonk.
And Sephiroth's turn. That's it.
All right, Nim, you're up.
Has this guy like been aggressive towards us yet? Like, has he like drawn a weapon?
He
Like-
has a sword and a staff, and he said that you'd have to split him from the item. So I think with context, you know he's going to attack.
Okay, then she will kind of step almost in front of Persephone, but like go straight up to
Oh.
him with battle axe and like
Oh.
bonk. But she's like trying to like body block Persephone because she's like, I have armor, you do not.
That's true.
Okay.
And then let's see, can she hit 17?
Misses.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that's all she's gonna do for now.
Okay. Remember, you get 1d6 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Oh yes.
I will not be repeating that.
Mhm.
It is my turn. As the Eladrin begins his assault.
Oh no.
He's going to hit Nim first with his longsword. That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
And again for a 25.
Oh.
That will hit.
I weighed too quickly.
You get 11 points of slashing
Oh,
damage. And 16 points of fire damage.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm resistant to fire, so that is 8
Whee!
instead.
He rolled 2 8s.
Back to weighing.
That is his turn.
And whose turn is it next?
Oh yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just reading something. It is
Oh, I
Persephone's
don't like
turn.
that. Oh no. Okay. I have a fear that he's very charismatic, but I'm gonna cast Draven's Bane of Excellence on him, which is a charisma save. 14.
6.
Hey, so basically
Hey,
the
nice.
next nat 20 he rolls on anything, it's just cancelled. It doesn't count. It has no effect.
Okay. No worries. Anything else?
No, because that's my action. I'll probably take a few, maybe move 10 feet back. To be a little bit out of danger. Fantastic. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Pipkin, you're up.
Yes, I'll move over to. I can't deal with this weirdo. Hang on. To behind him, and I think I can manage that because I have 45 speed. So I will get behind him to flank him.
Mm-hmm.
How do I turn this thing? Doesn't matter.
Press
I
Alt.
turn towards him.
Sorry.
You press and hold Alt.
Ooh. Ah, there you go. And I hit him with my fists. For a normal attack at first.
Alright, you have advantage.
All right. Well, I'll do that to see if I crit. I don't, but I did roll a 19 plus 6. will be, well, a hit, I'm assuming. Hoping.
Yep.
25?
Yep.
Yep. That'll be 5 bludgeoning and 6 thunder damage. Lightning. Is it thunder or lightning? I keep forgetting.
It's thunder.
Very, very frightening. Thunder.
And
Thank you.
lightning. No, okay. It's thunder. Yeah.
And as a bonus action, I'll do Flurry of Blows. So I will hit him again
Okay.
for 17 to hit.
Misses.
Huh. Okay. I will hit him again. And 16. That probably misses
Also
too.
misses.
I have to see if the disengage only counts if it's a hit with my. But I do give. Fuck. I'll stay.
You hit in the first time on your normal attack, so I think it counts.
Yeah, no, but it's only when you hit your flurry of blows that you get a free disengage action. I'm gonna stay put because it also gives Kozar advantage.
Okay.
And that'll be my my turn.
All right, Kalinthar, you're up with Keenan on deck.
Okay. I'll probably roll the 4 again, but I'll do my blood mallet just to give myself some additional damage. Will it roll a 4 again? It did! It always rolls a 4. So I take 4 points of necrotic.
Bye.
And my bow ignites with electricity.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will launch off a longbow. Do I get advantage with flanking? I don't know how it works. Is it just melees or?
No, it's only melee.
Okay.
Or unless you're a rogue, and then you get sneak attack.
Yeah. 22.
Hits.
So that's 5 piercing plus 3 lightning.
Awesome. As you watch that arrow streak through the air, there is a flash of fear just for a minute as he watches a final Dreamwalker.
As the arrow's flying, I'm just gonna like whisper down the as it's leaving like my cheek. I'm just gonna whisper down the arrow. I really didn't want it to come to this. I was gonna say infuse it with the magical tinkering, but that takes an action. I was gonna do the whole verbal thing as it hits him, but it would take 2 actions, so I couldn't do it.
It'll be further on where he's put magic tinkering in all of his arrows just with swear words.
Well, I've got one that I've called the Arrow of the Hunter that I've already got in my pack, and it says if you bleed, I can kill you.
Oh my god, no, don't. Of the hunter? That's supernatural. Oh my god, I love you. Sorry, I'm fine. I'm.
Keenan, you're up.
Take d6 plus 4 temp hit points. Callan.
Is it 2d6 or 1d6?
1d6.
Oh wait, I should have done that too.
It's a 2 on the Nathan's Mischief. So dexterity throw, please, from the Eladrin of 15.
22.
Saves. Also Kozar, because he's in the cube.
Very high. Hold on.
Good.
Was it Dex save?
Dex save, yeah.
25.
Brilliant. He's not affected either. So there's just lots of pretty flowers around in that cube.
Right up my alley.
Yeah. Keenan is going to step up next to Zephyr. And flick dagger.
Very nice.
Just whilst that movement's happening, above table question. For that effect I had where it's like a skill check, is it an ally only or is it any skill check?
Excellent question. I don't remember.
I was just thinking I could purposely make him fail a save if I pick something. It's I'm really shit.
Ally. It's an ally. It's an ally rolls a
only.
skill check. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been funny as fuck though.
I go whistling past him.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Kozar's going to.
Other than if I can move back.
Oh yeah, of course you Run away.
No.
Kozar is going to attack him again with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah. That's a crit.
Nice.
Yes, Kozar.
Crystal silver. Fancy.
Stop looking at it. No. So you have noticed this, but I did mention it at one point. He does have a very specific sword, which I need to roll its damage.
Nice.
So sorry.
That is a lot of dice. 16 plus 1d8. Is 20. For a total of 38.
Damn.
Damn.
I've completely forgot that I spec'd Kozar this well. Anyway, Zephyr's turn. She is up.
Pop off, King.
I had it prepared and now I'm doubting. I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Who is next in the turn order? Sorry.
Nim.
Yeah, that's fine. Then I'll do Guiding Bolt. I will roll for attack. That'll be 19 to hit.
19 is hits, yes.
That'll be 4d6 of radiant damage, being 5, 9, 11 radiant damage.
Cool. Anything else?
I'll roll. That will be the end of my turn. I'm rolling for her temp hit points, which will be 10, which is what is in her character sheet currently, just saying. But I've written it down. That is her turn. And then we go to spiritual weapon, of course. He does not get advantage, right? Because Nim is flanking. Because it's a weapon?
No, because it's yeah.
Alright. I've rolled a 19. I'm not sure what the plus is, but that should hit regardless,
That
right?
hits, yes. Yeah.
Then it will do 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. That is going to be a 9 at bludgeoning damage.
Awesome, love it. Anything else?
That is its turn.
Nim, you're up.
So
You
I
have
get.
advantage.
Yes,
Yeah, I was gonna say
because of
I get
Guiding Bolt.
advantage because of Guiding Bolt. Perfect.
Oh, it would have been advantage for the mace in this case then. Well, okay.
It doesn't matter.
It's like as long as Pipkin isn't the next one, then it would be pointless to do Guiding
Ooh.
Bolt.
That's 24 to hit.
Hits.
So takes 11 slashing damage, and I'm gonna use my last spell slot to add to use my bonus to add a where's Divine Smite gone? I'm gonna smite him. Basically when I can find how many to roll. It is 2d8. And he is not a fiend, he is a fae, that is saying. So that is an extra 5 points of radiant damage.
Awesome. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Advantage.
That is a 17 for Steph.
21.
A
And it-
natural 20 for Nim.
Very nice.
Nice.
It's a 7 for Pipkin.
Oh, 23 for me.
16 for Keenan.
Anyone that got less than a 16, you are now frightened for 1 minute off the Eladrin. Everyone else, you are now immune to its fearsome presence for the next 24 hours. He is going to try and hit... Where the fuck have my dice gone? Oh, there they are. He's going to try and hit Nim again. That is a 26.
Oh my god, yes, that hit.
And a dirty 20, sorry.
Oh, that also hits.
That is a total of 27 slashing damage and 16 fire damage.
Okay, Nim is down. Like, even with her temporary hit points, she did not have that much health.
Oh, thank you. Persephone, your turn.
Oh, well, that was great. I hate myself. Seth is gonna bonus action, spare the dying. On
Okay.
Nim.
Nim, you are now stable.
Beautiful.
That's all I can do. I'm so sorry. It's a... I don't have any spells, but it's a cantrip, so... And then she's gonna shoot off her crossbow at this annoying man. For a... What do I have? My brain. It's a +4. For an 18.
Misses.
Okay then. Well then that's it.
Pipkin, you are currently frightened.
Yes. That means I can't move towards him, but I am on him. Can I still hit him? Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, but I'm flanking, so straight roll then.
Yep, absolutely. Great grasp.
15 to hit for my regular attack.
Misses.
For my flurry of blows, oh, that misses. My second flurry of blows misses too. I do absolutely jack shit. I'm too frightened.
Okay, no worries. Kalanthar, with Keenan on deck.
I will go for... I'll go for a Blood Curse Binding.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
So it's a Strength saving throw DC 12. I'll also amplify that as well, so I'll take 1d4.
Well, he succeeds, so it depends on if you want to amplify or not.
Okay, I won't. If I don't have to declare it ahead of time.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so that's my bonus action, and my actual action, I will do a longbow. It's a 17.
Misses.
Damn. Yeah, that's
His
all I can
AC
do.
is 19 for reference.
Okay. And I can't gain any more temporary hit points, because I've already got 6. I don't think it stacks, does it?
No.
No. Cool. Yeah, that's me.
Keenan, you're up.
Okay. Everyone in that cube starts to smell apple pie. And
So
wisdom
stupid.
saving throw, please.
It's so stupid.
It is.
Wisdom is a 5.
Fails. So
Okay.
he's charmed by me.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if Kozar's charmed by me or not, but he would be affected. And then Keenan's going to start making his way towards Nim, avoiding the cube. Just whatever movement he can.
Mm-hmm.
And cast Healing Word.
All right.
And he's just going to flavour it with a wolf whistle. And you get 8 healing.
Thank you.
And then from wherever he is, he's going to try and throw a dagger at the Eladrin.
Go
Or a
for it.
throwing knife, I should say. And that misses.
Alright, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Don't forget your d6 plus 4. It doesn't stack, but if it's higher than your previous roll, it will replace it. Temporary hit points.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Kozar hits. I didn't look at how much that was. Jesus. Fucking Rose, man. 21. Zephyr's down.
Right. The thing is, okay, is anyone super hurt at the moment apart from Nim, who's down? I don't think anyone's really been hit, right?
Yeah, it's only Nim that's been here at the moment.
Okay, so I want to say aloud, her aid, some of her healing spells can affect 6 creatures, and it's a whole ass spell slot. So
Just save it, bub.
that's
what
what
you're
I'm
worried
thinking.
about, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nim's conscious.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'd save it, and unless we really need it.
In that case, I'll do Sacred Flame. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. He must succeed a dexterity saving throw of 13.
23.
Oh yeah, that saves. No half damage. It's just he just saves.
Okay. Anything else?
No, no. She doesn't have any other bonus actions. Then we'll go on to the maze, who will not hit, and that is the maze's turn.
All right. Nim, you're
Unless
up.
he has a +10, but I don't think he does.
Before Nim like moves or does anything, she's gonna play dead for a second and try and see like how hurt is this guy looking. Like,
Make
is
a
he, like,
medicine check
wavering?
for me.
Medicine. Where is medicine? There we go. That's a 9.
You have no idea.
I have no
His
idea. Okay, great.
skin is like cracked with this like gold sap weeping from it. He looks very tired. That was all before the fight started, and he doesn't look any different.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, she's just gonna get up. And what's she going to do? I think she's just gonna swing that axe. Like, she knows that she's just gonna go down again as soon as he hits her, and she can't do anything to stop that. So she's like, "Die, bitch!" was the thing. 14 will not hit, so she will miss.
He is going to turn and try and hit Pipkin. That is a 25 for the first one.
That hits.
And a 13 for the second one.
That misses.
Cool. You take 14 slashing damage and 8 fire damage.
All right.
Persephone, you're up.
Oh, my child's waking up. Oh, sorry. Seth will just try and fire another thing. And it misses. So, nothing. That's it.
Okay. Pipkin, you're up.
Yes. I will take my unarmed strike as a bonus action. That is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Does the thunder still apply if it's a bonus action?
Yeah, you can only do it once per turn, but you can...
All right. That'll be, let me see, 5 bludgeoning and 4 thunder damage.
Cool.
And
Anything
as an action, she will take the dodge action.
No worries. Cannon throw.
Just go for another longbow. That's all I can do. 24. That's 9 piercing plus 3 lightning.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's all I can do.
Keenan, you're up.
D4 plus D6 plus 4 temp hit points, if need be.
See if
Keenan will
gained 1 extra.
just shout across and at the Eladrin and say, "How's your back, Boomer?" and cast Vicious Mockery. That's a Wisdom save.
6.
Fails. So that's 2 points of damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
And then he is going to look over the Eladrin shoulder at Pipkin and say, "Pippy Smash," and give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you. That's a D4.
Adorable.
It's a D6
D6. Nice. Thank you.
to ability check, attack roll, or save and throw.
Okay.
And that's it.
Kozar's turn. He did hit, so that's 18. And Zephyr.
Zephyr will once. Oh shit. Where is it? She will instead cast. Oh no, that's a spell slot. I don't want that. She will cast Sacred Flame again for a Dex save of 13 for Mr. Man.
Mr. Man.
21.
Yeah, that saves. And that's it. And she will no, she will not do anything. The mace will not hit because it's a nat 1, and that is our turn.
Cool. Nim.
Yeah, I guess swing axe again. That's 15.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I literally don't have anything left, so no. I keep trying to find something.
Okay.
D6 plus 4 temp hit points.
That is a good point.
He is going to face step as you watch him parry part of Nim's attack, and then he just steps forward and seems to disappear. He's going to reappear right here. And he's going to go for the Dreamwalker. 19?
Is that with disadvantage?
No. 14 with disadvantage.
Misses.
And a 15.
Misses.
Okay. Persephone, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was drinking.
That's alright.
Zephyr's gonna say, well, if I'm missing anyway, ding dong, bitch. And she's the wisdom save. The ding dong bitch. AKA Toll the Dead.
That is a 17.
Yeah, he succeeds.
Anything else?
And that is it. Nope. Just gonna flip him off. You.
Pipkin, you're up.
Yes, I can't move closer because I'm still frightened, so she will whip out her blow dart, which she's never used before, but she has it. I'll roll to attack. And I miss completely. She's very rusty on it. And she stays put. That's her turn.
Alright, Kalanthor, you're up.
Go for another longbow.
You'd be at disadvantage.
Oh, was he next to me? Sorry, I tapped over.
Is your AC 18?
Yes, it is.
How?
I've got the breastplate and a shield.
Okay, I will solve that for another session, but you can't use a bow if you have a shield.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, I forgot to unequip it, that's my bad. So it would be 16. I'll do that now before I forget.
Sorry, it just caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
I'll go with the long sword then.
Yep.
He's right
Go
on
for
me. That's a 5 I miss.
Okay. Keenan, you're up.
Okay. Keenan is getting across his fingers and hope and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Mayfair's Mischief drops. It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 13.
Fails.
Nice.
He is prone.
Okay.
Can make a save every time he takes damage and at the end of his turns. And then Keenan is going to run the F away.
Which way?
Towards Persephone.
Right.
Where?
Just next to her, anywhere next to her.
Just rotating around her.
Yeah, just like.
Mommy, help me.
Okay. Anything else?
That's everything.
Put him in a square.
It is Kozar's turn. Ah! I believe he has advantage because he's prone. Oh shit. I'm just gonna
Prone and flanking.
30, 20.
Nice.
And a 12. 25 damage. Fucking hell. Zephyral, it is your
That's
turn.
my boy.
Seeing as he succeeds all his saves, she's going to pull out her long sword, and I'm just going to stab him.
Stab him. Get him.
I'm afraid she will not stab him, even with advantage. She's just too high of an AC. She will, however, back away a little bit. This should still be within the radius for everyone to get her Twilight thingamajig. Then the mace, let me check his movement speed. 20 feet. Ugh.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, he'll make it. So he'd make it to here.
Yeah. Bonk. No bonk. Miss again. Even with advantage. And that's their turn.
Nim, you're up.
She is going to cast all caution aside and run in onto the the left side of him, I guess, like where his feet currently are. And again try with battle axe, see if while he's down. Would I
Okay,
get advantage while he's?
Yeah, you will, because he's prone.
That's a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, and 7 damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
He
Hey,
passed his save.
Damage is damage.
So he is
Okay.
now no longer, and he's going to stand up. Oh, that's not the right one. Nope. This one. There we go. And he's going to attack Kalanthar again.
Mhm. So my AC is 16 now.
Okay.
I've got the shield.
He missed. He whiffed both of them. He got 10 and a 12. And then he will bonus action face step. 5, 10, 15, 8. Persephone, your turn. Not sure if she's here. Pitkin.
No, I was muted. I'm sorry. I
Ah,
was
perfect.
no, I was fighting with nausea. I apologize. Yay, she's gonna say to him, "You do not honor your fallen by attacking those who are seeking help," and cast vicious mockery.
That is a 12.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was not expecting that to succeed. That is 3 damage. And obviously disadvantage. Next attack.
Pipkin.
Yes, Pipkin will run away since she's still frightened, but she will run away in a position that she can see him and blow dart him. She does not blow dart him. Well, she tries. And that's her
Points for
turn.
effort.
Okay. Kalanthar, you're up.
Okay. Go with that. Is he still right next to me?
No, he
He's
is currently
moved
by a
to
tree.
Yes,
Uh,
will he?
that's a 19 to hit with the longbow.
Hits.
It's 11 plus 4 lightning, so 15 in total.
Okay.
That's it. Can't really do anything else.
As your arrow hits him, it's quite ironic actually that it's you. You see he falls and
I was
stumbles.
gonna say I did non-lethal if it was mine. If it was the last hit, but never mind.
Also, non-lethal has to be melee.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Unless you're throwing
Ignore
a
me.
rock at him. That's what I've
Ignore me.
But yeah, it hits him in the shoulder and you see he falls into the tree. And as soon as he touches it, along all the black cracks along the tree, just this red blood begins to fall down it. His hand, barely struggling to stay aloft, plucks the flower. And as he turns to offer it to the rest of you, he drops to one knee, his sword helping him. He's not dead, but he is dying. As you watch the tree slowly bleed, alongside the golden tears that fall from his eyes.
As he begins to fall, I'll literally run up to him and try and like catch him, and just kind of like cradle him a little bit, and just go, "I'm sorry it had to come to this. I wish it could have ended another way." And then just like do the whole close his eyelid thing.
There's a very tense moment that comes across all of you. Just watching Kalanthar kneeling beside him as he's got his head bowed, rasping breath. his hand still offering that bloom.
Nim is going to kind of like bow her head slightly and then take the flower.
Mm-hmm.
Seth is gonna walk towards the two of them. And she is going to look down at this man and say to him, I don't know if this is what all of your people were like. But if they were, I'm not surprised that you were the last. And then she's gonna walk away. For like the first time, she's not gonna insist on giving him a burial.
He wasn't dead, right?
No, he's still
No,
dying.
but he's dying. But that's sort of her whole thing. She wants everything to have a place to rest for their soul to move on. Sorry, I don't think you actually know that about her.
Above table question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
How indifferent is Keenan?
I would leave that down to you, I think.
Okay.
I'd say with him dying, that is fading, because a lot of the power in this area is also leaving with him.
Yeah. So Keenan is gonna walk up to him, kneel down beside Kalen, and whisper in the warden's ear, "Your story is not over," and cast Healing Word.
Okay. I need you to make me an Arcana check. And this will be a very high DC.
Okay.
Eden,
If you hit
with
it,
your permission, would you like me to run it? Because I've still got that thing.
I've got a +2, so if you want,
It's up to you. I've got a, without metagaming too much, I've got
Okay,
a
go for it.
I got +3 in advantage.
go for it.
so your DC is 20.
Ah, 16. That's rough.
As you pump that magic into him, you watch part of the tree, the cracks recede, and small blooms of leaves begin to bud along the branches. The Eladrin looks at you just for a moment with a soft smile, almost grateful, as he feels some of the pain leave him. But you get the sense that maybe you've given him some peace in these final moments. And as he goes to fade, he places a hand on your temple. You hear a voice in your head. If you could carry on and bring revelry to all instead of following your people, would you?
Is this to Keenan as he's actually casting it, or is this?
This is to Keenan, yeah.
I think back in my head That's a question I can't answer now, and would only be able to answer if I had the opportunity to do so.
Your friend has a lot of grief in her heart. For the child of dusk and bloom.
Oh.
The staff endures. Should she be willing, it will call to her. But for you, I can perhaps offer the gift you were willing to give to me. And he places something into your palm, drawing it from inside his armor.
Okay.
It's covered in silk and wrapped with vines. And you feel his breath fade.
As he does that, I want to put like my forehead to his. And that kind of like one hand behind his head, warrior type pose as he passes.
And you guys are left standing amongst all of this.
Not to be that person or anything, but how do we get home?
Not the only one thinking that. As much as this is a place that I need to be to find what I need for myself, we need to get you guys out of here and healed. Can Seth go up to Nim quickly and check her leg? Because you said time works differently here. She wants to make sure that no time has gone by.
Yep, roll me a
She wants to see if
d20.
she's got any time left. Oh, I threw my dice on the floor. Hold on. Okay. Oh, just a flat d20?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. You have 17 days left now.
Oh,
Oh my god, that could
you're
have
so
gone so
lucky I didn't
badly.
roll a 1. You're so lucky I didn't roll a 1. Oh my god, okay. She'll sort of patch her leg back up and say, well, you've got 17 days instead of the, 2019 that you did have? I don't remember how much.
So basically,
We have all the ingredients now and the
I need to
instructions.
get back. We need to
we've
find a
been
way
here for
out.
like
That's what we
2
did
days.
this for, right? To get the final ingredient.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then how do we do you think maybe that place is opened now that he's dead? Like, you know, where we came in? Or I don't know, Callan, how How does this stuff work?
I don't know. It wasn't
How
really
do you-
it wasn't really my job to do the transfer. It's
Oh,
normally someone opens up a portal, then we walk through. From what I know, not exactly. Although I've dabbled a little bit, I'm not exactly that quote unquote magical.
oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I could give it a try, but I doubt it will work. I'll be honest.
here's an idea. Since you can actually talk to your god while we're here,
Mm-hmm.
you can be doing that while the rest of us work on this healing ointment for Pipkin and
They
Nim.
didn't tell us the.
Yeah, we have to go back to them. They said it was some kind of ritual they could perform, and they
They
needed
said
this-
they'd teach us, but they haven't because we're in such a rush to leave.
Okay.
So we don't actually know how to do this. I'm afraid.
Maybe we just go back to where we came in and hope.
It's the best.
Well, I can try asking Erendor, but I don't know whether he's going to answer. So I'll just, as I'm sort of after the whole Keenan paying his respects to the Eladrin, I'll kneel down next to him, just offering a moment of silence, but also talking to Erendor.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see the tattoos light up, and I'll try and talk to him, see if he can help us in any way.
Yeah, roll me your D100.
D100. It's a 17.
You do receive some form of feeling back, but he's at a loss to if he could help you or not.
Okay. Could I try touching the tree behind? See if it does anything?
Doesn't react.
Doesn't react at all. Could I... Hopefully Seth doesn't slap me for this, but can I try picking up that staff he was holding? See if it does anything?
It's just a
Can I
staff.
tap it in the ground? Just the staff. Okay.
We
I'm all out of ideas.
just check back where we came
it
from,
like-
right? That would be most sensible.
Yeah, I think that's where we should go.
Is the staff like just a basic like druidic staff that Seth would recognize?
So it's tall. It's got winding vines around it, and it had like an arcane purple flame that's now out. You would assume that maybe a druid might use it.
Also for the first time, Seth's gonna ask if she can have it instead. Don't mind, she's never looted a body before. She's just gonna go up to Keenan and say, "Do you mind?"
No, by all means. Actually, he gave me a kind of message for you. I just want to put him to rest first, and then we'll talk.
I will leave that up to you.
And
have
I will
respect for him.
hand over the staff to Persephone, and then kind of like try and tidy the warden's robes and cast prestidigitation to try and clean off any blood, things like that. kind of just leave him sat against the tree.
Yeah,
As if
as
he
you
was just
notice
resting.
him resting there, you can see the gilded boots that he was wearing are now like a soft, dark bark, and like up to maybe his knees is now completely wooden. You can see it slowly moving upwards.
Cool.
At least he's returning to the earth.
Yeah.
In a weird, twisted way.
I think
Is he
kind
actu-
of
Is he like
wanted to
turning
be there.
into the new tree? Is there like roots spreading out from him, or is he just turning into like bark?
There are roots from his, because he's leaning slightly against the tree. There's roots from his boots into the ground, but they're not moving any further. He's just slowly becoming almost like a wooden statue.
I think I'll take out the. How many vials I got left? I got a few left, so I'll take out one of the vials of the lake water that we had, and I'll just pour that around the roots at his feet, see if it helps at all.
It might. You'd have to stay here for a while to see if it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a sign of respect thing, seeing that he's like turning into a tree.
Yeah.
Are the preserved bodies of like the other stuff still there, like the druids and the order, or are they all sort of faded when he went?
They are all still there.
I think I'll walk along and just see if there's any resemblance of anyone that I might recognize or know of. Just kind of like walking through, just to see if there's anything that clicks as I'm kind of like a walk of thought, kind of pondering of what's happened, and that even though he wanted to avoid any more bloodshed between the people, it seems inevitable. And he's kind of like thinking about it and then just looking over the corpses to see if there's anything that he might be able to learn.
Make me an investigation check.
Okay. Would this technically be advantage of their corpses or not? Because it's Fey Fiends and Undead, my thing.
Well, you're in a Fey realm, so yeah, I would say so.
Okay, just checking. Oh, come on. 11. Rip.
You
It's
had your
definitely
really
the
high rolls
scene
at the
of a
start.
battle. Moss and ivy and weeds are growing all around them, so you're not sure. You're not sure who would have been right in the situation. There's no way to tell.
Yep. Okay. And I'll I guess I'll. It doesn't really matter as such. It's just a kind of narrative thing. I'll look for someone who looks like they were like one of the commanders or something like that. Like looks like they're a bit beefier or maybe better armor than the others of the order, and just kneel down and say, I look to learn from this. Hopefully I can stop this happening again. But I think it might be inevitable. There's a storm coming. And it looks like it's up to us to fix it. I'll try and right the wrong as best I can. And then he'll kind of like draw his long sword and just rest it across his arm. I'll try not to spill any more blood that's not needed. This I vow. And then he puts his sword back, then walks back to the others.
Keenan.
Yeah.
You have an item in your possession.
Is it the glasses?
No. I mean, yes. You
The
have
glasses
a
that
set
we-
of glasses,
Yeah.
but he also just gave you something.
Yeah.
Not to
Which
shove anything.
Keenan's not going
in.
to look at yet. Keenan's going to tug Persephone by the hand slightly away from the group so they can talk privately.
Okay.
And is going to say, before we leave this place, the Feywild, he said that, and I hope this means something to you, that the staff endures. It's
Okay.
here, and if you're willing, it will call to you.
Okay. I must be deaf. I don't hear anything.
Or it
calling
might be
to me.
a long way away. It's
And
when people say, if you are willing, it will call to you, there's normally some kind of like thing attached to that you have to prove yourself worthy, or I don't know, perform certain tasks. It's a lot more cryptic than it sounds when people say things like that.
Well, I am willing. That's all I can say. I rejected my family's way of life for so long, but I want to return the staff and the part of the wood to where it should be.
And what about the spider bitch?
If she
Sorry, I don't mean to be offensive about
no. If she continues to support my choices, then great. But this isn't something that's up to her. She's the goddess of fate, right?
Yeah.
She should know that this is mine.
Thing with fate is, I don't like the idea that you've got no choice in things, and I think you're right to follow your own choices.
Me too. The same goes for you. Just because someone tells you to do something doesn't mean that you have to, right?
Yeah, but we both know that's easier said.
Yeah. Pops her head on his shoulder, just sort of stands there.
Just puts his head on top of hers and just stands with her for a bit.
Have a little heart-to-heart moment.
Hmm.
She will literally not move until someone is like, let's make a move.
Yeah, Keenan isn't even.
Yep, she's just gonna be seeking that comfort.
Shall we find the exit then?
Yeah, let's get you two healed.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Sorry, did you guys mention a plan? I've been a bit out of it.
Well, we should probably go back to where we came from. That seems like that would be...
Of course. Sorry. I'm not with it. Yeah, let's go. Are we done here?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Pipkin's going to march towards where they came from.
Yeah, Nim is like right on her tail, immediately behind.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys make your way back down through the city, back up to where you were, and you see the corridor leading through. Back to this earthen cave. And at the top, you can see the opening of small roots. And as you approach, whomever has the flower begins to glow, and those roots begin to part.
Nim was holding the flower, so she will.
Yeah, she just straight yoinked it.
Yeah, Nim is like amazing.
Get me the fuck
and
out
just,
of here.
just walks straight through. She does not question it. She's like, we're going.
There. How do we get up there? I don't know about you guys, but I can't fly.
No, I can climb. And Nim tries to climb up.
I saw you climb a tree and freeze to the spot. I don't know if I trust your climbing abilities.
That was kind of not my fault. The tree messed with me, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Believe in you. She slaps her on the back and gives her guidance.
Take some rope with you to make it easier for the rest of us.
Yeah, lower it down for us. Why don't we just ask our lady friend who can fly to fly up there and then drop the rope down?
I mean, that is an option.
That would be smart. But Nim was
Yeah, well,
already
she's gone in it. Yep, she's gone.
she's immediately we're going.
Believe in you. Seth is gonna look at Kozar and say, give her a boost.
Does it work? The climb up?
Do I need?
I was trying to decide if you should roll for it, but I'd say it works, yeah.
Nim then helps, secure the rope. Help everyone else up as best she can, using that strength that she is so fond of.
I don't think I can even pull myself up on a rope with my -1 strength. I don't think I can hold my body
one
weight.
by one, each person's lifted up, and then Stephanie's just stood there for a minute before she's lifted by the hips.
Uppies.
As Kozar's just sighing. Oh, fuck's sake, I just lift you up.
Just sick and tired of her. Honestly.
Oh, I wanted to do an officer and a gentleman with her at some point. Just
What?
lift her up and carry her out along.
Oh god. Please don't.
You guys
You would
find
be
yourself
mortified.
once more in this tunnel-like. And as you climb higher and higher to the roots of the tree stump that open up again, the sky above is filtering a Jacob's ladder of sunlight down upon the space that you're standing in. Those giant monoliths all surrounding you. There seems to be a lightness to the air. And as you move out, you turn around and the tree stump grows into a beautifully ornate white tree with softly blooming leaves and small buds You don't get the feeling that you had before of that very deep fear. There's a sense of peace. Almost as if the battle had finally finished now, rather than all those years ago. You are out and free.
Let's get back to that lake.
Yep.
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 Okay. You guys move on. Winding your way back through towards where you know the lake is.
While they're on the way, Steph is gonna linger back with Keenan and say, while no one can hear them, what if it's not there anymore? I mean, you saw the cracks
Yeah.
when I took this. What if
well, if it's not there,
I've damaged it? What if I fucked up?
we'll
the
have to
crown
find a
stars?
different way. I mean, we saw some sort of ceremony when they cleaned the water, so maybe something similar to that.
Okay.
We'll work it out.
Okay. Yeah. Seth will sort of hold onto his arm and continue walking behind their friend.
My concern is you being back in there with
Me too.
the thing that they may be
Me
looking
too.
for.
Maybe I wait outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell the guys when we get there that I'm gonna wait outside.
Yeah. I'm pleased that our friends are going to be healed. I'm not going to die.
Me too. Me too.
I'm
That's-
not super pleased what we had to do for it.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm feeling at the moment.
That's okay. You don't always need to know how you feel. Sometimes it's okay to be a little messy.
Not in my experience.
Yeah, well, your experience.
If you're not in
sucked.
control of your emotions, they're in control of you. And he says it very robotically, like this is something that's been drummed into him.
When have you ever known me to be in control of my emotions?
Whenever you ever know me to not be.
Yeah, well. At least know that you don't have to be in control around me. I'm here. I got you.
Yeah.
Always.
That's what you say, but yeah.
I think Persephone won't answer. She'll just sort of slide her hand down his arm so she's holding his hand and then just walk in silence the rest of the way. But not like an awkward silence, it's like comfortable.
There'll be like a single tear just coming down the other side of Keenan. The other side away from Persephone.
Stop breaking my heart, bro.
You guys return to the lake, follow through with the same ritual and watch
No,
as the
Seth doesn't go
mirage
through.
opens up. There seems to be a tense air.
Yep.
There are more guards on the edge of this bridge. And they'll bow their heads slightly as you enter.
So sorry.
Do they stop us at all?
No?
Then, yeah, just Nim's gonna breeze right through.
Keenan is going to be waiting outside with Persephone.
Pippin follows Nim. He's like, hell yeah, let's get cured.
Yeah, you guys gotta go get healed.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you. Sorry, I was counting.
We are splitting the pie.
Woo!
Kozar stays and Zephyr joins, so there are four of you. Make your way and quickly rush to where you'd last seen the priestess. And she greets you with a soft bow. I have prepared everything. Do you have the flower?
I do. Nim produces it out of her pocket and is like, here you go.
She takes it with one hand. And you see a soft brush of confusion on her face. She looks down and then looks up at you guys. And we will end the session. I'm sorry, I thought there were two of you. I can only make one.
Oh my god.
But we'll pick it up next time, tomorrow, with Campaign 1, the Exilian Escapades, and we will join these guys next week, hopefully, for some more fun times. I'm going to keep stream open just for a second as we do end session. As Keenan, I'm going to force this upon you. You have the instinct to check what he gave you.
I can't find it on my character sheet. I was
know.
looking.
I'm about to give it to you.
Okay.
Ooh!
As
Sorry,
you
I'm fine.
unfurl the vines, the beautiful silk inside unravels. It is a cloak. And the inside, softly drifting starlight. And on the outside is a simple moss green, stitched at the hems with silver thread. And you can see trails of mist cling to it. It has a beautiful emblem of a white tree on the back. This is the cloak of the Virili. And I will let you read out what it can do, as I'm going to add it. Wherever I put it. There it is. As you're
Cloak.
holding... Hold on, I'll do it. As you're holding the cloak, you get a glimpse of the final twilight of the battle that you had seen before. When the Sundering tore apart what it looks like gates and portals. You can see a couple of people wearing cloaks very similar, but there's one that seems to float above them all. In one hand she holds a lyre, and in the other a sword. Beautifully elegant, tumbling blonde hair, and almost radiant skin. She's wearing the cloak that you're now holding. You may reveal what the cloak can do in its dormant state.
So, while you wear this cloak, wisdom perception checks made to perceive you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. As a bonus action, you can activate the cloak to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see, leaving behind a shimmering after image. Any hostile creature in 10 feet must make a wisdom perception check of 14 or believe that this is you. This after image lasts until the start of your next turn. The first creature that targets the after image with an attack automatically misses. You can use this feature once and regain the ability to do so after a long rest. As a reaction, when you are targeted by an attack, you can cause a burst of illusionary petals to erupt from the cloak. The attacker must succeed on a DC 14 wisdom saving throw or have disadvantage on the attack roll. You can use this feature once and regain the ability to do so after a short rest. This cloak is woven from the last breaths of forgotten songs. The cloak of Viralai was meant not for warriors, but for dreamers and tricksters who could dance unseen through a dying world.
Perfect for you, bro.
It's almost like I made it. And we will end session with the impending choice. And I will see you guys tomorrow if you're joining me for Saturday's campaign, and next week for these guys. This has been my Wyrdcast. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing,